Hello, hello guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Mpho, but I go by the name Purple Rain now. I'll always say my name is Mpho, but I go by the name Purple Rain because I'm still trying to, we are rebranding, friends. So I need to ease people into the new person that I am. And also maybe myself, well, no, I know myself, I'm fine. The name of the channel is called Dancing in the Purple Rain. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This channel is all about comedy. It's all about self-love and self-development. And yeah, we're gonna grow together, we're gonna laugh together, and it's mostly I know you watch YouTube for entertainment, and this channel is mostly about entertainment, but sometimes we learn, well, maybe learn something, but not really learn, but I'm just gonna share my experience. So I'm gonna do a series called the lessons, the big mistakes that I made in my early 20s. I am 26 now, so I just thought, let me just share, my lessons, like the lessons that I've learned, the big mistakes that I've learned in my early 20s with you guys, and hopefully you guys can share some of the lessons that you learned in your early 20s. So this first video is gonna be the social. I made hold on. I made a made notes about this. So basically, let me just say, um, we all in life, we all go through different situations, and those situations, they give us the lessons that we need for our lives, and sometimes those lessons can help someone else. So um I just feel like my early 20s were hectic. Like my social life during my early 20s was just like, my god, what was that? So basically, let me just a disclaimer. Already I started on a negative, like in terms of social life. I had, you know um neglectful parents, like immature parents, like immature in terms of like spiritually immature, emotionally immature. So if I say immature, like it looks like it's a wrong word, but it's really not, because maturity comes with being able to hold other people's experiences same as you hold yours, being able to know what your child needs and giving it to them. So that didn't happen for me. So basically, and that led me to on a wrong footing. So I struggled with a lot of codependency. So um it was just, yeah, for me to even be here, like, wow. Yeah, so I struggled with codependency codependency due to the emotional neglect that I've suffered as a child. And then my social life was just like it felt like I was in this, I guess we're getting like some kind of a movie scary movie where I'm trying so hard to be accepted by other people, but and it didn't work out. So first mistake that I made in my early 20s, not getting counseling until I got sick. Guys, like, I wish when I was 18 and I started university, I wish I had gotten counseling. I was around, I was an activist for a while. Well, actually, I'm still an activist. It's just I'm a passive activist. I know, yeah. So I was an activist for a while. So I just thought, yeah. So I was an activist, and in activist spaces, there's a lot of talks on mental health. But I just thought, I'm okay. I'm not sick. I'm not struggling with any addiction. I'm not, I don't have any eating disorders. I thought my life was normal. I didn't know that at the time I didn't know that I struggled with this codependency and stuff like this. So I wish I had gotten counseling as soon as I hit 18, because it would have made my life so much easier, because at that time I was in a toxic relationship, and I wish, like, I didn't even know it was like an abusive relationship or like that toxic until I got out. And like even after I got out, I never got help for that. Like, you know, I wish I, you know, just gotten help with that. So the second mistake that I made in my 20s was, what's happening with this? The second mistake I made was choosing wrong friends. So they might be good friends for other people, but they were wrong for me in terms of my growth. But at the time, I was choosing friends according to my wounds. Like, I was just always looking for people who, you know, had like a bad background, the same background as me. Like, I hated people who had mothers at the time. So I just, if you had a good mother and you're talking about your mother, I was not going to be your friend. I was, yeah, so basically, if you had like a healthy relationship, I was not going to be your friend because I was in a toxic relationship. What are we going to talk about? So basically, that's the kind of friendships that I went for. And also people who sort of didn't have that much confidence, because I also didn't have that much confidence or self-esteem. So people who didn't know how to take care of themselves, I also was like that. So I was just like, I didn't want, like, you know, it was like misery loves company. I sort of, I also didn't want any, you know, person who was, you know, gonna tell me like, okay, Mpo, like maybe you should try to fix your life in this way. Like at the time, I didn't want to hear it. I was just like, just going with life because like we're just going, you know. And I was like, even I remember I had two roommates, and I was just like, fuck, like this girl looks like she has her life put together, and here I am, she's gonna see that like I actually don't study. I spend my whole time talking on the phone with my one friend, and I don't have my life put together. Like I don't have money, I don't have any plans, I don't have, like, I didn't have like anything basically, like purpose, like not even purpose, but like just what I like, I just went with the flow. Like even though I was studying, but I was not, you know, focused on my studies. I was just like, you know, I had lost my ambition. Like I was just going. So those are the kind of friends that I chose. And when I was 23 and I got depressed, I had to cut them off because yeah, at the time, you know, I started to change my life. When I started to sort of try to change my life and make my life to be like grown up, I started to see that not only, not even about like career and stuff like that, but just in terms of like, are they gonna listen to me talk about my problems? Do they care about me? I mean, I remember I used to just always think, "What do my, if I die, are these people gonna care?" That's how little I felt like they cared about me. So yeah, so they just leave me. Like there were so many things that happened, but yeah, in those friendships. And I think I'm still very traumatized from that kind of, you know, those kind of things, and I'm so glad I left. The third thing is not meditating, not learning how to regulate my emotions. Now, like meditation is like, at first when you don't meditate, you just think, well, like people that meditate, maybe they are like, you know, they have like super saiyan skills of concentration, but really is being able to just sit still and listen to your thoughts and just to slow things down, and not to be in this, you know, survival mode of like, if I don't do something today, it's not gonna happen. If I don't do this, it's not gonna happen. Like if someone wants me now, I have to go there. Like if, you know, meditation just makes you, it grounds you, it gives you like you become connected to yourself, and you are able to, you are not easily gonna give yourself away that much, because like your, all your energy is, you know, into focused on yourself. So I wish I had meditated. I've been meditating for like over 2 years now, so it's gonna be maybe my third year next year in June, and meditation really changed my life. The one is chasing and seeking validation from other people. Okay, this one is like a whole therapy session of why I was doing that, and I'm still really right now. I'm still working on it. I actively in the mornings I write, validations, that things that are gonna validate me, like what I appreciate about myself, all those things. Like I make sure that it's my daily homework, because of this is like the core root of like most of my problems. So like I was like constantly wanting to be validated by other people. Like I couldn't do anything. Like my if I was dating someone, I needed someone else's validation. If I was going to be someone else's friend, I needed someone else's validation. I couldn't make my own decisions. Like I just constantly needed to be validated, to be praised, to be told to like you're doing good, like, and it's just kind of exhausting because no person like can do that kind of thing for another person, and it's very insatiable when you're looking for that kind of validation from other people. So I was just like, nope, I'm going to validate myself. And also people manipulate you when you're constantly looking for their validation. Like I remember asking this other guy, will I attract like a guy with money? Like, am I the type? Like, am I? And I'm just like, Miguel, like, you don't need like validation. Like, you don't need someone with money to date you in order to validate your beauty, like, or to validate anything. Like, but that is not easy. I'm not even gonna say you're gonna stop one day. You're gonna be like, I don't want to seek validation, and then tomorrow you're gonna stop seeking validation. For me, it's like I've been doing this exercise of giving myself validation for years. Like this is my second year, and the first year it was so tough that I was even fasting. Like every week I did it. I fasted, and I used to just like, today I don't need to seek validation. I'm good enough. I don't need to be praised by anyone. I don't need congratulations. I don't need likes. I don't need anything. I'm fine. So it's very hard to give yourself validation. Like it's just very hard. One so is the first one, thinking my family will change. My parents are like they do the exact, yeah. So the fifth one is thinking that my family will change. Like my parents are gonna change, my mom is gonna change, and they're gonna stop being so, sporadic, like just so emotionally dysregulated. My dad is gonna finally change and spend some time with me, and my mom is gonna finally change and you know give me some sort of mothering and stuff like that. And I waited, and I used to constantly explain to my dad like, oh my god, this that whatever, and he never changed. And he even still today, I'm sure, like this weekend he has plans to do something, and my mother has plans to do something. And my parents are those people who are ships in the night, so those people who have a family but they have lives outside their family. So they'd never like made a home. Like our home was just like a home because it was a house, but there was no one there most of the time. So yeah, they didn't change. So I wish I stopped waiting when I was like 18, but even then, like it's not like there was no pushback from me in terms of like asking them to change. But if they didn't change, they didn't change. It is what it is. So, and dealing with that, I'm still dealing with that even today. Well, maybe dealing with it like not that much but like a bit, like dealing with it a bit, like I choose, or like, okay, today do you want to deal with that then or not? Because yeah, like I believe that like people make their own choices, and I can't make them family people. Like it's not gonna happen. Like it's never happened. They are not interested. They will, like, it's not gonna happen. So it is what it is. And I just I have to accept it and just find ways to give myself what they didn't give me, which is so hard because I had to go like dig deep and whatever. So, but anyway, it is what it is. Okay,